Hello, everybody. Welcome to the post-game press conference. We'll start off with a statement by Kenny Williams, and then you can ask some questions for Kenny, and then we move on with Coach. Please, Kenny, open your statement.
It's a hard-fought game. We let them build a 20-point lead early, and at this point in the season, this level of basketball on the road, you just can't let that happen. We came together as a team, and we brought some fight back, and we were able to get back. At the end, it just came down to details and execution, and tonight we just didn't do it how we expect to and how we want to. So we'll get back and get back to practice and fix those things.
Some questions for Kenny? Josh, please.
Kenny, you had a terrific third quarter to really cut down the lead. You had a chance to take the advantage. In the fourth quarter, you turned over the ball, and Peoria missed the layup. Do you think if you would have been able to get over that hump and take the lead, do you think you would have been able to win the game?
I think so. I didn't say it to the team, but in my head, we got it to three a couple times, and we've been in that situation a couple times already this season, and all we said is, just get over the hump and take the lead. And, a lot of times we can ride that momentum to a win. Tonight like I said, we didn't make those plays, unfortunately. So we just got to get back and look at the film and see what we need to do differently.
Yes, Roy, please.
Of course. It's nothing else to say about that. It's just, I definitely do.
Any more questions? Okay, Kenny, thank you very much. You can hit
Thank
the
you.
showers. Coach, please sum up the game for us and then some questions.
Yes. Okay. I believe it was a very tough game with a lot of physical contact. We lost, I would say, the momentum after the first 3-4 minutes, making a lot of turnovers that gave Hapoel the opportunity to run and score easy buckets that gave them confidence. But I'm really proud of my players, the way they fought back, as they have been doing the whole season, playing together in a very difficult court to play at. They managed to come back. Again, at the end, we missed details, and I feel that we spent most of our energy trying, to cover the gap of 20 points, and then we had to make some plays at the end, offense and defense. We were out of energy, thinking also that it's our third game within 5-6 days. So now we have to regroup, bring our energy back, have the last game of the regular season for the Greek League Sunday, and then Wednesday to win the game at our house and try to bring the series back here.
Thank you. Some questions for Coach? Oh, yeah.
I didn't understand, sorry.
You managed to stop Zach Hankins.
Yes.
on 2 points.
Hankins. Okay, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
No, Jerusalem has a lot of good players. Hankins is one of them. I believe we did a good job defensively overall, except the minutes that I mentioned before from the 3rd till the 10th minute of the first period. Other than that, I'm very pleased with our effort, especially in defense. And Hapoel has many good players. You cannot underestimate anybody. This is what they show the whole season. They play good team basketball. And if you make the mistake to underestimate someone, he will punish you.
Any more questions? Okay, Coach, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Okay. We move on with the Hapoel Jerusalem post-game press conference. Speedy, sum up the game for us, please, and then some questions.
I just think it's. I want to start with saying this. I just think it's very disrespectful that Orkneys doesn't get the credit as a defender that he should get. It's starting to really piss me off as his teammate. I literally feel like he's the best defender in the league, hands down. And I think people should look at that more. They're throwing all these other names out there, and we're the best defensive team in the league, and we have the best defender on our team. So they should really start looking at that because it's really starting to piss me off. And to sum up the game, it started with Orr on defense. He created our tempo for the offense, and that's all I have to say.
Questions, please.
Whether I played against Maccabi or not, we were really focused on tonight's effort. We know we're in a 3-game series against a very good team, and that's what our focus was.
Josh.
Speedy, congratulations on the win. When you open up that big lead, how hard is it to focus and then you have to close it down? Because in the fourth quarter, AEK did have 2 opportunities to take the advantage from you guys.
We understand that they're a very good team. They have a nice style. They have Metro down there in the post, and they have some really great shooters as well. So we expected them to make a run at some point, and luckily we were able to get a couple misses by forcing them into some shots. But defense at the end of the day, they scored 55 points. So when we can limit teams to that, we were in a pretty good position to win. I believe everybody's a leader in each and every way. I can be the whole leader, but Levi's a vocal leader. Cornelius starts our defense. Zach gets on us. Itaye is the captain of the team. We have guys on the bench that rally us up like Galad and Efek and other guys that don't play so much in Champions League. So each one of us are a leader in our own way, and we just collectively put it together, and we're followed by, the big leader and coach. So, that's how I feel about that. Yeah, I guess practice is where we develop who we are on the court for those 40 minutes. Our practices are pretty intense, so I guess we'll focus in and see what we need to do. But I'm pretty sure we need to capitalize on some things that hurt us tonight to be better in the next one in Athens, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a crazy environment, which we all are looking forward to.
Speedy, you started off talking about Cornelius and the defense disrespect. You referring to the referees calling 3,000%?
No, that's going to happen. There were some ratings that came out by some GM today, and that just wasn't I don't understand how his name isn't mentioned when every player that he plays against struggles. It's ridiculous. It's BS, and I just hate it because it really pisses me off when I don't see his name mentioned in all these awards and stuff, whether it's Winners League, whether it's Champions League. He is the head of our defense. He starts us off for us to play offensively. And I just think it's a BS, and it really makes me mad that he doesn't get that type of attention for this.
The same thing happened with your coach. He also wasn't voted by people. How do you feel about that?
We all are playing with a chip on our shoulder, and I know if he's playing with a chip, he'd make sure we play with it as well. It's just the BS of who's voting. I guess we can be hated. It's okay. They don't want to give us any recognition. I'm pretty sure they didn't give us any recognition for a long time this whole season, so we're making our way with what we can.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. We're back with the press conference with Coach. Coach, please sum up the game for us and then some questions.
Well, thank you all for coming on this press conference. The game was the way we were expecting it's going to be. You know, it's a clash of teams with, well, let's say similar style, understanding how important defense is, how important it is to make opponents work for every point, and that's what happened tonight on both ends most of the time. I believe both teams can play better, and we know it's going to be super, super tough in Athens, okay? It's going to be a packed gym, and they will support him. For them, it's do or die. To a certain point, it's for us do or die. So we'll see. We'll see how it's going to be over there. If you have some questions, I'll try to answer.
Questions, guys? Josh.
Thanks.
So many things I could ask you, but
Please.
I'll just go right from the top. You guys went up to this huge lead.
Mm-hmm.
How hard was it to just focus to make sure you maintain that, chipping away and chipping away? They had a chance to take the lead a couple times.
Sure. Sure.
Was that a credit to them? Do you feel that focus a bit, or it was just a very tough game?
I hope you will not misunderstand me now, but I believe you're super experienced journalist. So you heard that before. It was a little bit too easy at the start. So, or like coaches like to say, it was an early big lead. Honestly, we played a little bit better. They played not on their level. They came back, you know. It's so hard to play on the same level 40 minutes, you know. And that's it. I don't like... I believe some of the guys can play individually better. And he can be a little bit more focused using the fouls to give. But I believe we played unselfishly. They're super tough, man. They're hard. They're very, very hard, you know, very hard. And... The way the game was called on both ends, it was like it was. You guys saw it. So we had some open shots. We missed them. They had some open shots. I think we'll have to do a little bit better job on Williams. I think he scored 13 points in the third quarter. So we'll try to take care of it.
Moshe, please.
How did it feel for you to have this first game in the playoffs? And we talked a few days ago, this was Jerusalem's first appearance on this big stage in the past 3 years. I mean, for you personally, how did you feel like throughout the game?
Normal, nothing special, to be honest. I mean, as you say, missing last 3 years has nothing to do with me and this group, honestly. So I understand the fans. They want to, you know, they're expecting us to win every game. It's super hard. But to go back to your question, I didn't feel different than against some other opponents. So at the end, I believe everybody knows that we are a team who cannot play with 50% and beat their opponents. We have to come out and play. Sometimes we are closer to our max, sometimes we're not. But we are figuring out to win somehow.
How much do you need to improve your game in order to win game 2?
I don't know, honestly. Depends. You know, like... I'm not one of those guys who will say, like, we didn't play well if we created open shot. Like, we created open shot. For me, that's good basketball. some nights you win, some nights you make those shots, some nights not. So relying on it. Maybe you remember the first game we played here, second game against Ludwigsburg. Remember our 3-point percentage? Yeah, 17 open shots. So, open shots. So some games we are killing. What's our record this year?
With 3-pointers?
Yeah.
It was
19?
19 of 16 against Honor.
Yeah, we had like 19. So some nights you're making that. Like, listen, I wish every team leaving Cornelius open 6 times. Psh, it's great with me. It's fine.
Coach, you brought up a special moment during the game that when you called for when it was a timeout and you went for it, you went to him and talked to him. Can you share with us what you felt in that specific moment?
Absolutely not.
Worth the shot?
Say it again?
It was worth the shot.
Yeah, sure. It's okay. The club always insisting on me not cursing, so.
On the Cornelius issue, Speedy was very upset. He came in here and opened up with a statement saying that he feels that Lord doesn't get the respect
Oh,
that he deserves. We discussed that.
honestly, it's almost, for us, it's like, yeah, next day in office. Listen, it is so rare that your teammates are praising that much like we do about Cornelius. I mean, guys, he's a game changer in so many ways. And people don't understand, he's using a lot of energy on the defensive end. Sometimes when he's open, he's missing. So, like him playing the same level of defense and making 50% 3 points, come on, that's a EuroLeague level. Whatever people means now, they will probably say that something is wrong with me, but it's okay. I can live with that. I'm listening to that the whole year.
One other thing, Zach Hankins today was held to a very tough game. They seem to have expected that. AEK has a lot of tall players in the paint. They deflected the ball a lot. You guys tried to feed him for a couple of easy points, but they were deflected. Is that something you're going to look at in game 2, or how can you handle it?
For example, Josh, like the way they changed the defense a little bit during the game, like it helped Speedy scoring some points. So they were deciding, okay, so we'll not let Zach be open behind our backs, which he was doing every time. So that's one of the things you cannot find in stats. Stats are great for media, and that's about it. Like there is no stat for setting a good screen and rolling with the proper speed, for example, or stunting, or helping, or crashing the boards and all that. Stats are good to a certain point. But I think Zach will be a little bit more effective. Actually, we are expecting a lot of switching in Athens. I believe they will use the atmosphere pressure, fans pressure, to play even more closer, more physical, including switching. So it's okay. We'll be ready for it. They are a very respectful opponent, guys. We respect them so much because we know what they're doing. Super similar to what we do.
Thank you very much.
I miss him.